What's going on, NBA fans? Welcome back to another episode of NBA Central. On today's episode, we got to talk about it since the trade deadline has came and gone. One of the moves, Russell Westbrook, has been moved, and now there's speculation that after this season, he might be out of the league. Y'all know I got to talk about it right after this.
Thank you for tuning in to the number one place for your basketball fix, NBA Central, hosted by the Cognac Boys.
All right, y'all, so I'm here. If y'all like what y'all listening to, hit the like button and subscribe, and thank y'all for joining me today. Now, Russell Westbrook, former MVP, bunch of All-Stars, All-Star game appearances, just one hell of a player, definitely has his issues, but nonetheless, just one hell of a player. And it's sad to see the things that are being said about him today and yesterday, and honestly, the last few seasons. You know what I'm saying? So I was listening to Kendrick Perkins yesterday, and he was basically saying that Russ, he basically sent out a warning to Russell Westbrook, stating that Russ is in jeopardy of getting another contract because of his attitude. So he could potentially be on his way out of the league, kind of like how they forced Carmelo Anthony out of the league a few years ago when Carmelo Anthony, laughed at the question that was asked of him about coming off the bench. Now, if we looking into Russell Westbrook's history of moves within the last 5 or 6 years, bro, he's been on the move. He started with OKC. He was at OKC, of course. He went to Houston. Then he went to Washington. Then the last 2 years spent time with the Lakers, and then just got traded to the Jazz, but will likely not even play there. So, you know what I'm saying? He's going to be on another team hopefully soon. But at the end of the day, it's just crazy to what has transpired with a player who I believe never lacks heart, never lacks intensity, gives everything to you on the floor. Yes, he's a turnover machine. Yes, he's an alpha. Yes, he's hard-headed. Yes, sometimes you want to bang your table. But at the end of the day, you cannot deny who this guy is as a player. As a player, this is a guy I believe has a lot, can bring a lot to a team. You know what I'm saying? But I do have to agree that his attitude does have to, change a little bit. And I believe that's was one of the one things that came out with Carmelo Anthony is that he had to humble himself a little bit, and he did so and was able to play a few more years in the league after OKC. You know what I'm saying? Because after being let go from OKC, he only was picked up for a 10-day for 10 games with the Houston Rockets, and then was gone until Damian Lillard approved of him coming to Portland. You know what I'm saying? And they worked out, and he was able to play that for 2 years, and then was able to play a final year with the Lakers in an attempt to have an old man lineup push for a championship. But that's another story. But I think that with Russ, that has to come. It has to be a humbling thing. I want to believe that at some point there was a humbling experience with him coming into the season, because he was starting, he was going back and forth with Darvin Ham, and he eventually got pushed on the bench, and he started in his role, in my opinion. Yes, there was some headaches, on some games here and there, but I can name quite a few players that causes headaches with late game decisions and things like that. You know what I'm saying? I can name a few. But I think that Russ, where it's going to start at is he's going to first has just been him being reluctant to change his game to be more conducive style to winning basketball. Initially, he didn't want to come off the bench. So just a bevy of things, and not taking ownership of his actions, getting into it. And recently he got into it with head coach Darvin Ham about things that was going on in the game. And that was the latest example. And I believe that was that was the straw that broke the camel's back, to where they was like, no, we can't do this no more. And obviously the deal that they got was pretty damn good for D'Angelo Russell, Jared Vanderbilt, and Beasley. I think that was pretty good for the Lakers franchise, and what they were trying to do in an attempt to try to push for another championship. It's just sad that a lot of the things that's going on with Russell Westbrook now it's gonna be a full day, here on February 10th of people bashing him, they going at him, they giving him the smoke. You know what I'm saying? It is not going to be good. A lot of people are trying to find out where's his next destination. But at the end of the day, it just sucks, bro. But I mean, I don't think everybody's completely wrong, bro. I don't think everybody is completely wrong. You know what I'm saying? It blows my mind to see that a guy who I feel has something left in the tank could potentially be out of the league next year. I'm a huge fan of Russell Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? The reason I love him so much is because his intensity and heart, and he never cheats you on the game. You know that's one guy who gonna come to play. You know that's one guy who's gonna come to play, and that's just crazy. But as of right now, Russell Westbrook is averaging his numbers. He's averaging the lowest since his rookie year when it comes to points and minutes per game, and that's crazy to me. But I mean, what else can you? What else? What really can you say? Because 16 points off the bench, that's 6 man of the year type of conversations. You know what I'm saying? But I think that the media might be plagued about all the things that go on off the court, and they might try to hold it against him to prevent him from even winning the award. Because me personally, I really can't name any other 6 men who have performed as good as him at this particular moment, and that's crazy to me. So I don't know, man. Y'all just go ahead and let me know what y'all think about that in the comments. Let me know if y'all think Russell Westbrook has a home, because I believe there is some places where he can go to be effective and help. You know what I'm saying? Maybe there was some things going around, maybe that the Clippers were interested. I don't know if that makes sense because they just had John Wall and Russell Westbrook. He's better than John Wall, but that's kind of like the similar situations. But they was looking for something more of a facilitator. I believe Russell Westbrook, if he sacrifices, he could fit in just about any system. Because the negative that you will have to deal with is all the damn turnovers. That's it. The turnovers and the alpha dog mentality and the hard headedness and the erratic behavior in late games and clutch minutes and clutch moments. So if you can find a way around that, figure that thing out as a head coach, and hey, you don't have to start or finish him. Just kind of play him in the middle. You know what I'm saying? To where he can get you guys your finishers and your starters some rest, and you'll be good to go. I mean, he has shown that he was able to calm down a little bit, but I think that everybody knew the writing was on the wall that he will be moved. So he was just kind of over everything, and especially with reports coming out like he didn't like how the coach was speaking to him as a grown man. Now, if a report come out if a report is coming out questioning how you speaking to me, a man, as a man, how you speaking to me, like that's a problem. So I can see where he's coming from. Don't talk to me like I'm no kid, bro. And that's exactly probably how he felt when Darvin Ham came to address him. So the only reality is that right there. Don't talk to me like I'm no kid. So he had to defend himself. Well, you don't care if you the coach. I'm a man first, and you a man too, and you come with respect on that. But y'all go ahead and let me know how y'all feeling about all that in the comment box. If you want to follow the show, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. If you want to send us anything, email us at nbacentralshow@gmail.com. We are on Twitter at NBA Central Show Pod, NBA Central Pod on Twitter. If you want to send us any voicemails, questions, comments, concerns, hit us up at 773-270-2799. This is another episode of NBA Central with Bobby. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one.
Thank you for tuning in to the #1 place for your basketball fix, NBA Central, hosted by the Cognac Boys.